Hey guys, and welcome to a video where I compare the German changes to the 8.8 and 8.7. So we are going to start out with the VK36. Up top we have the 8.7 and in the bottom we have the 8.8 changes. And as we can see, the top, the 8.7, is super fast. It's a medium tank, and the bottom has now been classified as a heavy tank. And it feels like a heavy tank. It's very slow. As we can see, the top one has already reached the green area, while the bottom just reaches it now. Very, very slow. As we can see here, the turning speed is also very, very slow compared to the medium tank class of the VK36. The VK36 already reaches it now at the top and now at the bottom. But there's more. The König gun has been changed too. It has lost a lot of alpha damage, but it has gained a lot of rate of fire. So you fire 2.5 shots more than normal. But is that worth it for alpha damage? We'll see. And then we get to the Tiger H, which has received the biggest amount of buffs. Buffs, yes, indeed, buffs. As you can see, it is actually quite fast at the bottom. It hasn't lost any speed and acceleration, and it's actually going faster than the Tiger H from 8.7 right now. And it has already reached the square, while the Tiger H from 8.7 reaches it now. The turning speed is around the same thing, so they have buffed the traverse speed just to compensate for losing the top engine. So the Tiger H doesn't really lose anything. It gains in speed. And then we come to the thing which I'm most excited about. The gun is getting buffed. As we can see, there are now 2 more rounds per minute, and the aiming time is less. It is now 2.7 instead of 2.9, but that rate of fire plus the new speed is really going to be a good argument about the tier 7s not being very balanced in favor of the Germans. And let's move on to the Tiger II. And as we can see, the top engine really makes this Tiger II in 8.7 fast. It really gains that top speed really fast. But as we can see, the Tiger II at the bottom is now speeding past it because it has reached a higher speed limit already. As we see, it just enters the courtyard right now, and the Tiger II of an 8.7 is really slow. The Tiger II down in 8.8 is already parked. And there is the Tiger II in 8.7. Really slow, actually. But the top engine really did help on the traverse speed, as you can see. The Tiger II in 8.8 will be very slow at turning compared to the previous Tiger II. And now we come to something I'm not really sure about, actually. Here we see the Tiger II's gun. It has a rate of fire of 5.26. And here we have the Tiger II's gun on the test server, which is 5.77. But if we equip the gun rammer on the live server, the Tiger II's reload speed will be 5.78. So I don't know if Wargaming has changed their gun reload speed to show how fast you can force the gun to reload, because they did that at one point, but I don't know if they do that now. But if they don't, the gun has been buffed to fire 0.51 shells more per minute, and the aiming speed has been increased by 0.2. And then we have the big guy, the E75. And as with the other tanks, the top engine really gives that boost of acceleration, but top speed, once again, it's only 30. So the E75 at the bottom is actually catching up. It is now driving 36, 37. And there we go. It's at the location. And there we go with the 8.7. So that is actually slower again. The top loses the race once more. The turn rate is practically the same, as we can see. Nothing there to complain about. So these changes to the German tanks are really not that bad. The top gun on the E75 stays the same, as it's really good. But as we come to the end of this video, I'm not going to cover the other tanks, like the VK3001H, because it's going to change tier and also class, so it's not really a good comparison because the tank right now is a medium tank and fast, but it will become a heavy tank, and a heavy tank isn't fast, and the VK3001H isn't fast in the new update. I will make a quick video with the new tanks though, with the USSR and the new Germans, the one leading to the Panther, and of course the Durchbruchswalken. I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna review it. And here is my verdict for these tanks. We started with the VK36, and it has been nerfed. It was pretty easy to see there with the top speed, acceleration, and the traverse speed, but I only think it's slightly because, well, it always was a heavy tank. It was just classified as medium tank and given the engine to be a medium tank. The gun buff is pretty good. Rate of fire, always good to be able to fire at people quicker than they can reload. I like that, but then again, 30 damage per shot less, yeah, that's not so good. But still, I only think it's nerfed slightly. Then we have the Tiger H, and I don't think I even need to speak about this one because this one has been buffed. It has been buffed hard. And I didn't even mention the Cupola buff. It has been rounded a little bit and given more armor. I have heard, I only read about the Tiger 2, but if it also had the Cupola shaped a little bit more, then it's just been, then it's buffed to the point where it's insane, and I want to buy it again. I'm gonna buy it again no matter what, just to check it out. And then the Tiger 2. Well, in my opinion, a higher top speed will let you get to locations a lot faster, so I will say it's been buffed. And the same for the E75, because to me, personally, getting to the battlefield and the location first is key to victory. And therefore, in my opinion, those two have been buffed. So yeah, those are the verdicts, guys. We have slightly nerfed, we have buffed, and then we have buffed for the Tiger H. So yeah, those are the changes to the Germans. And as I said earlier, there are changes to more tanks in the German line, but I'm not going through them in this one because these were the most important ones in my opinion. These were the ones that people were crying out the loudest about. So I just wanted to settle this and just show you guys that these aren't nerfs. Losing the top engine doesn't make you worse in these tanks.